If we were all independents voting collectively online to determine what we should do about every issue, thinking freely and critically about everything, evil would have nowhere to go to gain strength and support. Good day. Do you hate the authoritarian political corruption and violence created by the party-driven system? Be an independent. We're already the largest voting bloc in the U.S. and have been for a while. 43% of voters aren't registered with either corrupt political party. Break free of the party-driven system and limitations and be an independent. Stand in your own light. Stand in your own power. Use your own critical thinking skills and apply your own values to every single issue. Do not give your power away and support these horrifically and historically violent and corrupt institutions known as political parties. Do not accept their lies, misinformation, and propaganda. Do you know the history of violence and corruption of the Democratic Party? Do you know the history of violence and corruption of the Republican Party? You're better than that. All of us are. Declare your independence from the broken, flawed, immensely corrupt, often violent, incredibly divisive, and authoritarian party-driven system by supporting independence at all levels. Political parties are where evil finds a home, gets comfortable, and begins to spread in our democratic republics. Not everything Team Blue and Team Red have done is evil, but the only way evil, hatred, greed, and violence spreads and becomes law in our democratic republic is through political parties. If we were all independents voting collectively online to determine what we should do about every issue, thinking freely and critically about everything, evil would have nowhere to go to gain strength and support. Real evil, like genocide of the indigenous, chattel slavery, perpetual war, widespread poverty, poisoned food, unaffordable housing, healthcare, and education. All of our systemic social, political, and economic problems were created, promoted, and implemented by political parties. All of our systemic problems that have caused immense human suffering for generations, the party-driven system created, perpetuates, and refuses to change. They are so corrupt. They are so evil and violent. Don't buy into the act of political parties. Don't buy into the circus. Don't buy into the theater. Political parties have had decades to move on from the corruption and violence, and yet here we are. I'll go even further. All political parties are inherently authoritarian. I talk about this extensively in the Voter-Directed Democracy book. All political parties are inherently limiting, are easily corruptible, and are created to centralize and consolidate political power. That's authoritarian. This is why political parties are not a part of the U.S. Constitution. This is why President George Washington, an independent, used his farewell address to warn Americans about party-driven politics. Do not support a party. They have shown what they are for decades. The Democratic Party is corrupt and violent. The Republican Party is corrupt and very violent. We know this. It's not about any individual. I don't care about any current or former party official or party-driven elected official. I don't care about the individuals. We have to break the wheel. We have to evolve beyond the corrupt and violent party-driven system and structure. The solution is evolution. The online political evolution on Voter-Directed Network. Bring our democratic republics fully online. Voters voting on everything, all bills and all executive orders, and elected officials following this collectively determined will of the people. Transparent, accountable, modern, and honest. Logical, intuitive, collaborative, and peaceful. This is true political freedom and true political evolution. Let's choose as voters to evolve beyond corrupt and violent political parties, end political corruption, end political violence with the online political evolution on Voter-Directed Network. All power to all voters. Let's break free of the party-driven system. being independent.